Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to Bleed True, where we uncover and unravel some of the world's strangest incidents, mysteries, and unsettling phenomena. Today, we look to the skies and try to puzzle out some of the many unusual visions and illusions that have inspired awe and terror in the minds of humanity for centuries. Across the ages, we have looked to the skies and witnessed all manner of unexplainable lights and ghostly apparitions. Were these messages from gods, signs of impending doom, or simply natural phenomena waiting to be unravelled? From glowing orbs to spectral flashes, mysterious lights have both fascinated and terrified us for centuries. But what exactly are they? Are they just nature at work, or is something more mysterious at play? Today, we're diving deep into the science, history, and legends behind these fascinating sky phenomena. First up, we have ball lightning, a glowing sphere that mysteriously appears during thunderstorms. Some say it floats through the air. Others report it darting unpredictably before vanishing in a flash. It's rare and often fleeting, but what causes this strange phenomenon? In medieval Europe, ball lightning was believed to be the work of witches, or perhaps a divine warning. In ancient Asian cultures, it was seen as a manifestation of ancestral spirits, guiding or haunting the living. Ball lightning has also been interpreted in Chilean folklore as the unsettling, terrifying creatures that take the forms of small children, able to transform into glowing balls of light that fly through the night. Another potential manifestation of ball lightning is ignis fatuus, or will-o'-the-wisp. Lights seen often in swamp or bogland, considered in many cultures to be the work of ghosts, fairies, or elemental spirits. Various forms of ball lightning could explain some of these sightings, though these apparitions have also been attributed to ignited swamp gases. Perhaps the truth is somewhere in between. Scientists have theorized that ball lightning may be the result of plasma formation, similar to the reactions you might find in a laboratory. But even today, ball lightning remains largely unexplained, with much of the research still under study. Next, we have sprites, elves, and blue jets, three strange and beautiful phenomena high in the atmosphere. Though these glowing bursts of light seem to defy explanation, they've only been studied seriously since the 20th century. While these phenomena were not widely known in ancient times, similar descriptions exist in folklore, spirits or gods appearing during storms, heralding warnings or blessings. What we now know is that these phenomena are electrical discharges in the upper atmosphere. When a lightning strike happens below, it can trigger electrical disturbances far above, creating these colourful bursts. They're not just beautiful, they're a rare glimpse into the complex interactions between the Earth's atmosphere and the heavens. In recent years, images of these phenomena have been captured from space via satellite, providing a previously unseen perspective of these once mysterious omens of the divine. While some may feel that these discoveries are pulling back the veil on our previous views of the supernatural, dispelling much of the majesty and mystery of these sights, I find them somehow even more beautiful. The fact that nature can generate the most spectacular light displays imaginable is incredibly moving. Another proposed manifestation of these ionized phenomena is St. Elmo's fire. St. Elmo's fire, this bluish or violet glow that appears on pointed objects during storms, has long been seen as a sign of divine protection. Sailors once believed it was the blessing of Saint Erasmus, their patron saint, guarding them against shipwrecks. For centuries, sailors thought of this glowing light as a divine omen, a comforting sight in the darkest of storms. In scientific terms, St. Elmo's fire is a corona discharge, a phenomenon where ionized air creates a glow around sharp, tall objects in a strong electrical field. It's not a fire, but a fascinating display of atmospheric science at work. Now, if you've seen my first video, you may remember my tale about seeing 2 moons in the sky. The following phenomena were some of the first I learned about while trying to rationalize this strange experience of mine. Ultimately, I have yet to find a true explanation for my phantom moon encounter, but it was fascinating reading nonetheless. So that brings us to sundogs and moondogs, 2 awe-inspiring phenomena that have been seen in the skies for millennia. Sundogs are bright spots that appear flanking the sun, often forming a halo in the sky. Moondogs, on the other hand, are rare, involving long, elongated light arcs with similar bright spots flanking the moon in the night sky. In ancient Greece and Rome, sundogs were considered signs from the gods, portents of events to come. In medieval Europe, these bright halos were seen as divine warnings or blessings, signalling something important on the horizon. On a cold winter's day in 1461, just before the Battle of Mortimer's Cross in Herefordshire, England, soldiers preparing for battle witnessed this rare and eerie phenomenon: a halo display with not 1 but 3 suns. The troops, led by the Yorkist commander, Edward, were facing the Lancastrians in a critical engagement of the Wars of the Roses. Edward seized upon the moment. As his troops hesitated, he declared that the 3 suns were a divine sign, a symbol of the 3 sons of the Duke of York, his father. This, he said, was proof that the victory would be his. With his men convinced, Edward's forces charged, and the Yorkists won a decisive victory that would pave the way for Edward's eventual coronation as king. So, what began as a mysterious, unsettling celestial event became a turning point in English history. Modern science explains these as the result of sunlight refracting through ice crystals in high-altitude cirrus clouds. These ice crystals are typically hexagonal in shape, and as sunlight interacts with them at specific angles, 22 degrees, it refracts or bends the light, creating the bright spots we see. So, regardless of their scientific origin, was there anything divine about the appearance of the 3 suns just before the battle? Perhaps it was just a coincidence, but it is interesting to consider the alternative. And now we head to sea, another domain where eerie lights have been seen as messages from supernatural beings. The green flash, an elusive, fleeting phenomenon that occurs just before sunset or after sunrise. It's a brief, bright green light that appears above the horizon, vanishing in an instant. Sailors have long considered the green flash a good omen, a sign of good fortune. It was even thought to be a portal to another world in some cultures, a fleeting glimpse into a realm beyond our own. On the other hand, in certain traditions, the green flash was feared. Some believed that it signalled an impending change, like a shift in the weather or a portent of doom, especially when seen in conjunction with other atmospheric phenomena. This brief flash happens because of the way light bends in the Earth's atmosphere. When the sun is near the horizon, the atmospheric layers split the light, allowing the green wavelength to shine through for just a moment. The green appearance usually lasts for no more than 2 seconds. Rarely, the green flash can resemble a green ray shooting up from the sunset or sunrise point. So, the next time you're out at sunset and you catch that fleeting moment of green light, remember, you're not just witnessing a natural phenomenon, but a piece of ancient lore that has captivated people for centuries. Zodiacal light, an enigmatic, faint glow visible just before dawn or after sunset. This light stretching up from the horizon looks almost otherworldly, but what causes it? Ancient astronomers believed zodiacal light was a divine sign, a pathway illuminated by the gods. For early scientists, it guided travelers across the desert, much like the stars above. Long before telescopes and modern science, ancient civilizations noticed the faint triangular glow along the horizon during twilight. According to Alexander von Humboldt's Cosmos, the Mesoamericans were aware of zodiacal light even before 1500. They may have integrated it into their celestial observations, aligning it with their understanding of the heavens. The Prophet Muhammad described zodiacal light in relation to the timing of the 5 daily prayers. This was crucial for determining the precise times for prayer and fasting. Today, we know that zodiacal light is caused by sunlight scattering off dust particles in the solar system's ecliptic plane. These particles are left behind by comets and asteroids, creating this faint, ethereal glow. Regardless, these ghostly formations on the horizon, zodiacal light, bridges the gap between science and culture. It's a reminder that our connection to the cosmos isn't just about observation, it's also about meaning. And finally, we come to one such phenomena that may actually be an omen of ill things to come. Earthquake lights, unexplained phenomena that appear near tectonic activity. These lights, sometimes seen near fault lines or in urban areas, have been described as glowing orbs or flashes before earthquakes. These lights are rare and have puzzled scientists for centuries, as they do not occur with every earthquake. They can take various forms, bright or colourful glows, often described as bluish or whitish light, resembling an aurora, flashes or streaks of light, similar to lightning, but without the associated thunder or storm, spherical lights hovering near the ground or above fault lines, flames or flame-like shapes, sometimes appearing to rise from the ground. They can last for mere seconds or persist for minutes, and sightings are typically localized to areas of seismic activity. Historical records from China and Europe describe strange lights during earthquakes, sometimes considered divine or ominous signs. The Romans often associated natural disasters, like earthquakes and unusual lights, with the anger or favor of the gods. Bright lights during seismic events were considered messages from Jupiter, the king of gods, or Mars, the god of war, signaling their displeasure or warnings of impending conflicts. In ancient China, lights and fireballs in the sky during earthquakes were linked to dragons, which were believed to control the forces of nature. A glowing sky was seen as the dragon's movement underground, or a battle between celestial beings. In ancient Greece, earthquakes were often linked to the underworld and the gods who ruled it, such as Hades or Pluto. Lights accompanying an earthquake were believed to represent souls escaping from the underworld, or the wrath of the gods breaking through to the surface. In modern times, documented cases include reports during the 1975 Kalapana earthquake in Hawaii, the 2007 Pisco earthquake in Peru, and the 2009 L'Aquila earthquake in Italy. Mexico, September 2021. During a 7.1 magnitude earthquake near Acapulco, residents reported seeing bright blue and green flashes lighting up the sky. These lights were visible in various parts of Mexico City, located hundreds of miles from the quake's epicenter. Morocco, September 2023. Videos captured mysterious blue glows in the sky moments before a devastating 6.8 magnitude earthquake struck Morocco. These lights were described as bright flashes illuminating the night sky, white or bluish glows, and were visible for several seconds to minutes. The exact cause is still debated, but scientists theorize that the lights may be related to piezoelectric effects, where stressed rocks release electricity, or they could be caused by gases escaping from fault lines. Unfortunately, earthquake lights don't occur during every seismic event, making them hard to predict and study. most observations come from eyewitness accounts, which can be subjective, and air lights from power lines. Transformers or other man-made sources during earthquakes can be mistaken for these phenomena. Still, studying earthquake lights could provide valuable insights into the stress and strain dynamics of tectonic plates, and potentially provide early warning signs for earthquakes. While they are not yet a reliable predictor of earthquakes, understanding these mysterious lights may one day help scientists better anticipate seismic activity. Earthquake lights remain one of nature's most mysterious and awe-inspiring phenomena, blending science, speculation, and a sense of wonder. Whether they signal impending danger or are just a fascinating side effect of Earth's tectonic forces, they remind us of the powerful and unpredictable nature of our planet. And that brings today's foray into the mysterious to a close. From fiery orbs to glowing halos, the phenomena in our skies continue to inspire wonder. While science has unraveled many of these mysteries, some still defy explanation, keeping the door open to the unknown. What do you think? Are all these lights just natural phenomena, or do they point to something greater? Perhaps there is a grain of truth to the proposed divine manifestations of these magnificent, or sometimes scary, visions in the sky. Are we witnessing the supernatural, or is there still more for science to uncover? Perhaps one day we'll get to the bottom of all this. If you enjoyed this sky-high exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more mysterious journeys. And remember, keep your eyes on the skies. There's always something new to discover. For now, I bid you adieu, but please join me next time on Bleed True.